Now, as teams start to move to these hub cities, it seems broadcast crews will not be allowed in the quote unquote bubble. What's the plan to bring coverage to the fans, and what sort of challenges does that bring along with it?
A lot of challenges. This has never been attempted before by anybody. There will be a select couple of broadcasters. John Forsland for NBC will be one, and I believe Rogers will have one as well. But Pierre McGuire will be on the ground in Edmonton. Other than that, all local shows, including Joe Beninati and Craig Laughlin, myself and Ken Sabrin on radio here, we are not going. In fact, the reason I am coming to you from Capital One Arena today is because we are setting up this afternoon, starting to anyway, to set up our broadcast position for the playoffs, which will start with the exhibition game against Carolina next Wednesday. What does that look like? Well, it looks like in the TV booth, which normally would house Joe and Craig, the radio guys are taking over there. We will have our normal engineer in the home radio booth in the press box here at Cap One. The Wizards are also still playing, and they will have a setup up here as well. Usually they're closer to the basketball court. They will be up here as well because they aren't traveling to Orlando for the NBA. And what that will do is it'll sit us down, obviously, in a place where the game isn't being played. We have 3 large monitors, 30-inch screens, one of which will be a normal game camera, one which will give us the clock. It will give us a few other angles. And then the third is our backup monitor. If our feed goes down from Toronto, we will have the over-the-air screen, which will be on a bit of a delay that the fans would see at home. And the hope is that we can just pick it up and we'll be able to go from there. If there is more of a failure than that, then that means no one's watching it at home either. And those guys are going to be playing in front of nobody, and nobody's going to know what's going on. There will be some reporters on site. I understand Samantha Pell from the Post is going to be going. I don't know that anyone else locally will be. But for us, it is a challenge because usually as I sit in the press box here, I can look anywhere I want to. As a broadcaster, you have to go where the action is, but now we're only as good as the camera and what they give us. So it will be a big challenge. Not only that, but to manufacture, a little bit of intensity when there's no fan energy. Usually when you walk into a building, the playoffs are, the fans are everything. Walking in here in April, May, and in June is the most exciting time to be here. But that's not the case. And we have to be able to find that as broadcasting professionals and convey that. So if you're listening or you're watching, and Joe and Craig, by the way, if you're wondering where they are, they're going to be at NBC Sports Washington, which is located in Bethesda. They'll be in a sound studio there. So all of us are doing something different. All of us are adapting, but it is for the best and the greater good we're not there, because the fewer people that you have in the bubble, the better off you have a chance for success of having a Stanley Cup champion. And the last thing we would want to do is to be around technical people or others in Toronto, and we would get the virus, and then a player does, and then it spreads in a team, and then the tournament's over. Then you don't get to finish. So it is for the best, although it'll be strange. At least we still get to come to work. This is where we come to the home games, so it still feels kind of normal walking in here, but not so normal once you're calling it off a monitor.